Think about your best friend or a family member. Is there some small activity that you guys do on a regular basis? Is it going on long drives, maybe going out to lunch once in a while? Or is it just maybe a FaceTime just to chat and catch up on things? As I served a full-time mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints in Buenos Aires, Argentina, there was a practice in Argentina that if you're there, you have to participate, and that is called drinking mate. Now, there's 3 points that I'm going to cover today. 1, what is mate? 2, when and where do you drink it? And then 3, why even drink this? So what is mate? Mate actually has 2 different translations into the English language. It's the cup and then the liquid inside the cup. You see, the cups come in all different sizes. It could be as big as a half gallon, or it could be as small as this little Dixie cup, which, obviously you want a bigger one than that. Most cups come with metal out on the outside or wood, and with this one it's metal and wood, so that's always a plus. Now, with every mate, you have to have a bombilla. Basically, a bombilla is a metal straw, just like this, with a filter on the end. Why do you need a filter? So that you don't suck up the yerba. Yerba is basically herbs that are chopped up, and you just put it inside the cup. Now, with a drink, you need the liquid, so you got to put in some hot water. Make sure it's not boiling, otherwise you'll burn it, and you will definitely not like it. Okay, so make sure it's hot, but not too hot. And for sure, if you're not drinking mate if you ain't got no thermos. So that's my thermos right there. Now, my mom tried this for the first time, and she thought it was the grass clippings after you mow the lawn in hot water. She was not a fan. She still isn't a fan, so I'm not even going to try and convince her anymore. My second point I'd like to cover is when and where would you drink this? Especially in the country of Argentina. To answer that question, it's every day, during breakfast, during lunch, during dinner, during work, and whenever you can find time. Basically all of the freaking time they're drinking it. And, as a missionary, I wasn't able to drink it that often, but I was able to drink it during breakfast and dinner. So, my last point I'd like to cover is why even drink this? It's just hot water and herbs. It's, what's the point of it? In Argentina, it's probably because your family's done it for years and it's part of habit. A lot of people do it to get their mind off of things because life is stressful and you need to step away and then just get back to work. A lot of people also smoke down there, but as a missionary, I did not participate in that. So, now, when it comes down to why you're really drinking it, it's more of a culture. It's more of a, you're inviting people into your life when you are drinking mate with them. I was invited into many mate circles as a missionary, and I appreciated that. I took it as a compliment because they trust me, because only your close friends or family are the ones that usually drink it with you. So I took that as a huge compliment. The other day here in the business building, I was getting out of class, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw another student, and he was drinking mate here. I thought that was the coolest thing. So what did I do? I went up and I started talking to him. Didn't know the guy, I wanted to get to know him. And we started talking and things, and it turned out to be, we swapped numbers and we got to know each other real well. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I telling you all this? Like, serious, why am I telling you about some drink down in Argentina? The reason I'm telling you this is because this object, it has a lot of meaning behind it. And it's really simple. It's basically a straw in a cup. But for me, it's an activity that I participated in and the relationships that I was able to build from it. We all do these small and simple things with our family or friends, And we need to acknowledge them and not take them for granted. So the reason why I shared this with you guys is because of all the memories and relationships I've had with it, and this is my irreplaceable object.
Awesome. Okay, I think that today we should have time that Brian and I could do both if you want to, Brian.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Okay.
Have at it.
What?
Have at it.
Okay, awesome, Parker. I really enjoyed this speech. One thing I noticed is that, what should I do? What should I do? One thing I noticed is that you spoke so extemporaneously. Does everyone understand? I think we've used that, maybe not defined it. What?
It's a big word.
It is a big word.
Yeah.
I don't think we've
know what
defined
it
it to you guys. So extemporaneous speaking is kind of the goal of this class. It's one of the many goals that you might have for public speaking. It's speaking in a non-memorized but prepared way. It's conversational, but it's not performed.
Mm-hmm.
And so, Parker, I noticed that you were speaking so extemporaneously. You were sure about the words you wanted to say, where you were going, you were knowledgeable about what you were saying, and I could tell that you were really prepared. But it was like you were just having a conversation with us. It didn't feel memorized. And so I was able to connect with you so much better. I wasn't distracted by any filler words and being unprepared and things like that. And so it really taught me how important it is to choose topics that I'm knowledgeable about, or at least gaining knowledge on that topic and really preparing it so that I can speak extemporaneously.
For sure. Thank you.
Well, absolutely, I agree with everything Lauren just said. That was wonderful. Excellent example of an extemporaneous speech. The other thing I noticed was your effective movement.
Okay.
I love how designed and choreographed it was. The 3 points that you had, I can tell what is Monte, when and where, and why. Like, I can do that because you ingrained in my memory, you started out with that, but then you did your movements, and it just helped the physical transition of what you wanted to say. So that helped me as an audience member be able to keep up with what you were saying and be ready for what was coming next. And it helped me just as far as like, I learned in my future speeches, I want to have that similar effect where I want my audience to know exactly where I'm going the entire time. So well done.
Hey,
Mark,
thank
that
you.
was awesome.
Appreciate it.
Can we get one more for him?
I feel like you were really like just having a conversation. That it wasn't like super like memorized, which is a good thing from what we learned. But simply that you're just having a conversation with us, which helped me kind of focus more. I don't know how, but I liked it because it felt like you're just talking to me, not everyone else.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.